Welcome, high school baseball fans. We are here in Bellefontaine, Ohio, as the Urbana Hillclimbers make their way down Highway 68 to Bellefontaine to take on the Chieftains today on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I'm with my partner, like always, Mr. Jeremy Mosley. How is it, Jeremy? We've never called baseball before together, and we're going to knock it out of the park.
Absolutely.
Today.
It's a beautiful day here in Bellefontaine, and two good teams here in the CBC. A little rivalry game, and should be a really good action-packed game here in Bellefontaine.
Yeah, I mean the Hillclimbers here are looking to get over 500 in the region. They're sitting at 2-2, and we got the true freshman Klein on the mound for the Chieftains today. He's had a few outings, and he's looking to erase that high ERA and get in there and get the W for the Chieftains.
Yeah, it looks like his fifth appearance on the season. Bellefontaine is extremely young. They got some freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and a few lone seniors on the team as well. But they're extremely young and hungry to try to have a little winning streak. They played Urbana, earlier last week, and came out with a victory 12-8. But it's a new day, and it looks like it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, man, I was really surprised to see how I knew, Bellefontaine just in other sports are a young team, but I was really surprised how young they are here on the baseball field. And you talk about them being young. Urbana's pretty young themselves. They only got a few seniors in the starting rotation. Matter of fact, they've only got two seniors on the starting rotation, Lafferty and Hoffman for the Hillclimbers. Up to bat first to start this game off will be the senior Lafferty. Lafferty's playing center field for the Hillclimbers today. Klein's first pitch of the day, right down on the outside corner of the plate. Beautiful placement on the pitch. Klein in his windup.
He's definitely hitting the mitt right now. Has him down 0-2.
Lafferty needs to get the bat alive here, leading off for the Hillclimbers. Nice cut by Lafferty to stay alive. Count still 0-2.
Lafferty has 6 hits on the year, and 11 runs. He has a tie for runs. When he gets on base, he gets in. Just missed outside there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, we've called Lafferty a few times in a few other sports as well. He's definitely an athlete. Klein throws it high. Lafferty takes the ball. Good eye for Lafferty. Brings the count to 2-2. Klein in the windup. Here's the delivery. High and outside to Lafferty. Full count for the freshman.
A good way to battle here for Lafferty after being down 0-2 and run this count full.
Lafferty's going to be looking to swing away. Nice cut by Lafferty to stay alive. Klein's about to bring the pitch. He throws. Off the batter, Lafferty again. He just needs to straighten it out. Takes a great cut to stay alive, and the count is full. 3-2.
Yeah, I believe the 9th pitch of the at-bat right now, Andy. So, he's doing what a leadoff batter does. Runs the pitches up.
Runs the pitches up and tries to get his own base percentage as high as possible. Freshman with delivery.
Good hit
to right field.
Yeah, great play there by the Chieftains. Stolle gets the out.
The junior Patrick Stolle for the Chieftains right field. Up to bat for the Hillclimbers. Donahue, a junior, batting .300 for the Hillclimbers, takes a huge string for the first strike.
He also plays second base here for Urbana.
Takes a nice cut.
It looks like he's definitely being aggressive at the plate here. Down 0-2 again, and see if Klein can make one happen here.
Klein with the pitch. Breaking ball, hits the dirt, falls short. Count will be 1-2.
You know, Andy, it's a good pitch. If you get him to chase one, you got a pitch you can waste, and you know it's a good placement. And just he didn't bite.
That's right, man. You want to try to hit the corners, make him chase it on that 0-2 count. Pops it up.
Looks like Sandoval's under it, calling. Oh, second baseman there calls him off. Huffman.
Huffman with the good play for the Chieftains at second. Klein's getting out of this inning pretty good. 2 pop-ups, 1-2 down. Brings up number 19,
Grady
Lance.
Lance. Yep. Also a sophomore, and plays shortstop for the Hillclimbers.
Grady Lance is batting .448 on the year. Nice little cut for Grady Lance.
Yeah, he leads the team in hits with 16.
And he leads the team in region in average, batting average, with .448. 13 hits, 3 doubles, 8 RBIs on the year. Freshman's got him down in the count, 0-1 with a delivery. Nice placement on the pitch for the freshman, Klein.
He's got each Urbana hitter behind. You know, he's starting out 0-2, and it's a promising inning for Klein here.
Lance thought the ball was a little low and inside. Good placement on the pitch. Good delivery, good rip down the third base line, but foul. Nice cut right there by Lance.
Absolutely, just foul. You know, if it sneaks in the inside of that bag, he's staying in that second with a stand-up double, I think, there.
Got an 0-2 count for the freshman. Love to see something low and outside. Hangs the breaking ball high. Count will be 1-2. Nice rip by Lance out to center field.
Boys under it for the third out. Great inning there for Klein. Really strong half an inning, and to get Bellefontaine to their half of the inning, 0-0.
Yeah, man. I mean, Lafferty, he was doing his job at the plate. He was being stubborn. Had a pretty high pitch count for one batter with 10. But Boyd brings the fly ball to center field in for the Chieftains. 1, 2, 3, and out for the Chieftains. Now we've got Andres pitching for the Hillclimbers, the junior. Really tall kid.
Yeah, this is also his 5th appearance. He has a little over 18 innings pitched this year. 23 strikeouts, leads the team in strikeouts. Seems like he has a little gas behind him here. Has a little fire in the arm.
Kind of reminds me of a right-handed Randy Johnson.
Yeah, he's a big kid for sure.
He really is, man. And up for the Chieftains, start off the bottom of the inning for the Chieftains will be Daring. Stoley will hit second, and Sandoval will hit third. I'm going to tell you, man, Daring's got 10 stolen bases this year. He's leading the region in stolen bases. And if he gets on base, you can look for him to definitely take the extra base or try to anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very quick on the bases, and his on base percentage is very, very high. At 450. So if he gets on, he's going to try to show the wheels.
He will. He's going to give Roberts fits. Roberts is going to be on his A game today if Daring can get on base. Which, I mean, Daring's batting 276, 29 at bats, 8 hits.
Yeah, also leads the teams in runs, runs scored. So if he gets on, he usually gets in. Third baseman here, TP's playing in a little bit.
Nice pitch for Montres, the junior, right down the pipe. The junior delivers. Oh.
Soft grounder to first, and just an error there by the first baseman.
Trailer. And Daring gets on to second due to the error. So we got a runner in scoring position right off the rip for the Chieftains.
Just took a little bad hop there and ran up his arm, and, Sutton just took advantage of it and got to second there.
Yeah, that was smart base running by Daring for sure. Heads up play by Daring. Hey, man, them bad hops happen all the time. You got to play the bounces.
You got Spencer Stolley up here batting second for the Chieftains.
Nice pitch by the junior.
Yeah, Andres definitely has some heat to him. He don't waste time. He gets the ball back and fires it back in there.
Stolley's hitting 182 on the year at the plate, but Stolley's defense is so immaculate. He's absolutely amazing with his defensive abilities. Struggling at the plate a little bit this year, but he's got a runner in scoring position. Junior delivers, strike 2 to Stoley, brings the count to 0-2.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Daring as close to the base as they can for sure. Passed ball here. Daring gets to go to third. Didn't look like that was too far outside, but just right off the mitt, and now you got one at third, and just a hit away here.
That's it. They were stressing him at second. Now they're definitely stressing him at third. Let's see if Stolley can bring him on in. The junior delivers.
Strike 3 looking.
Strike 3 looking. Beautiful pitch right down the pipe.
Batting third for the Chieftains is Sandoval, a sophomore.
Lefty at the plate. Plays shortstop for the Chieftains. The junior delivers. Low and outside. Brings the count to 1-0.
Good cut there, Andy. Looks like he's just a little behind on it, but he's getting his timing and trying to put a ball in play here to get an RBI.
Well, I mean, I would say it's okay if he hits it to the opposite field. That the line's right open on left field. Nice cut. Staying alive. Brings the count to 1-2.
Andres is just really battling here. He's got him 1-2. If he can get him out here and try to get out of the inning with the next batter with no runs, it's big time with having someone on second with no outs.
Oh, 100%. Junior throws that high fastball outside. Brings the count to 2-2. Junior delivers the pitch to the plate. High and outside. Full count to the sophomore.
Yeah, good battle here between these two guys.
Hitters count right here, full count for the junior. He delivers. High and outside. Got runners at the corners. Got two sophomores at the corners for the Chieftains. Bringing up Boy. Hitting .344 on the year. 32 at bats, 11 hits, 6 doubles this year. So he's used to extra bases.
He leads the team in RBIs, and he's got 2 ducks on the pond here trying to drive them in.
Junior delivers, beautiful pitch, hard swing, and misses for Boy, the senior.
Sandoval had a big lead there, Andy, on first. I thought he was going to take off, and the pitch just got in there and he went back.
Well, the thing is, you're going to have to respect it. I would go ahead and take off. You got to respect him, but you also got to respect Darian at third with his speed. Nice rip to second base by Boy.
Oh, wow.
4-6-3 double play for the Hillclimbers.
Donahoe to Lance the trailer. Great way to get out of the inning. Good way to battle there for the Hillclimbers.
Chieftains are putting the bat on the ball for sure. That was a nice little rip by Boy, but right at the second baseman for the 4-6-3 double play, which ends the inning. And we will be right back to start the top of the second.
Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Stocked Event Rentals. From weddings to parties and special events, we've got everything you need to turn your vision into reality. Need seating? We've got chairs and tables. Looking for some fun? Try our yard games like tumbling timbers and yard pong. Don't forget about our stunning frame tents. Perfect for any outdoor gathering. Visit StockedEventRentals.com or call 937-441-3610 to book today. Stocked Event Rentals, where your perfect event starts.
This is Trey Daring at Eichholz Daring and Sanford Funeral Homes and Cremation Center. We are committed to providing professional, tailored funeral and cremation services at affordable pricing. We are part of a community, caring individuals, friends, and neighbors who consider it a privilege to serve you in your time of need. We are proud to be locally owned and operated. Our family serving your family since 1903.
Introducing TGH Law, your local legal experts. With decades of experience, our dedicated team is here to guide you through your legal journey. We specialize in personal injury.
And we are back to start the top of the second inning with Hoffman.
Just missed the pitch there. Ball 1. Hoffman leads the team in RBIs.
One of the only 2 seniors on this Hillclimber starting lineup.
Looked like a good pitch there, just missed inside.
Good placement on that pitch, man. I like that pitch. That's a really good pitch. Brings the count to 2-0. Freshman delivers. Ooh, just barely misses outside. That was close.
This is definitely the hitter's count here, 3-0, you're going to expect the fastball. And, do they give him the green lights? The question.
Hoffman's batting .258 on the year. He's got 1 home run for the Hillclimbers. The count is 3-1. Hitter's count here for Hoffman. Freshman delivers. Nice little rip to right field.
To right, gets down in fair territory.
Hoffman pulls down a single just right over the head of the first baseman,
Banta.
the freshman for the Chieftains. Great rip by Hoffman for the Hillclimbers. Brings up Weimer.
First base runner for the Hillclimbers here. We'll see how Klein does out of the stretch without a windup here.
Brings up the sophomore Weimer. Hitting .350 on the year. Plays left field for the Hillclimbers. Freshman delivers.
Squares up the bunt. Great hustle there by Daring. Great play and almost doubles him up. What a great diving catch there by the third baseman.
The Hillclimbers try to bunt with Weimer, and Daring, man, using his speed again, not only on the base running abilities, but also defensively, charges in and catches the pop-up bunt for the Chieftains. Brings up Colton TP, the junior for the Hillclimbers. Batted 152.
Right at the knees. Great placement there by Klein. Has the batter down 0-1 here.
Got the DH Hoffman on first base with a conservative lead. Nice little scoop right there.
Yeah, Caudill with a great block there. Breaking ball just went into the dirt, and great stop back there by the catcher.
I'm going to tell you, man, Klein, to be a true freshman playing varsity ball, he's looking good. I love his pitch placements that in his pitch selections. Throws it back to first just to keep Hoffman.
You make sure he's not getting out there too far. Keep him disciplined there, and you don't want to hit be a little blooper and get him from first to third, and have him easier with the pop fly to just about would get him in.
Freshman misses low again for the Chieftains. Brings the count to 2-1 with one out. Hoffman's on first base for the Hillclimbers. You got the junior Colton TP up to bat. The freshman delivers. Nice cut by TP.
He's got him 2-2 here, Andy, with one down and one on.
I'm going to tell you, man, he's been killing that outside corner to the righties with the low outside corner. I'd love to see a circle change right here to the low outside corner. Pops it up to Boy in center.
He's under with a nice little can of corn there, and 2 down for Klein and the Chieftains, and the pitcher will be up for the Hillclimbers as well, Andres. So see if he can help his own cause here with one on and try to get the Hillclimbers on the board.
Got 2 outs for the freshman, top of the second inning. Hoffman on first base for the Hillclimbers. The pitcher, Andres, is up, pops it foul.
Out of play.
Count will be 0-1 for the junior.
Urbana is extremely aggressive at the plate. They're going after all these first pitch strikes, and Klein's giving them to them for sure.
Yeah, they're taking good cuts, man. I believe his pitch selection. The ball gets away from Caudill, and Huffman will advance to second base. Runner in scoring position for the Hillclimbers. Counts 1-1, 2 outs, top of the second.
Now a hit here can definitely help his cause, and help him at the help the Hillclimbers at the plate, and also help him when he gets back to the mound.
1-1, freshman delivers.
Oh,
Rocket down
rip.
third baseline, huge hit. Left fielder Spencer Stolley guns it to short, hits his cutoff.
Yeah, great hit there by the pitcher, Andres, and gets the Hillclimbers on the board for the first run of the game. The wild pitch before, really, is going to hurt the Chieftains giving up that run, because it should be first and third here, but, it's part of the game, and, hopefully the freshman can bounce back here and, get out of the inning.
That's right. He's got to forget about that play, move on to the next one. This is a new batter. This is Moore, number 11. Moore has never had a plate appearance this year in Hillclimber baseball on the varsity level. High and outside for Klein. The count will be 1-0. Man, that was a rope.
Yeah, that was
Andreas hits down the third base line.
That was a well-placed ball for sure.
Sophomore Moore is up. Brings the count to 1-1. Moore hits it up to
Sandoval there.
Sandoval. Beautiful job by Sandoval, the shortstop for the Chieftains. But the Hillclimbers got on the board on top of the second there, Jeremy.
Yeah, it was a nice little rally there for Urbana. I think they just got him in the stretch. The freshman, they put him in the stretch, and he struggled a little bit with placement there, but he bounced back nicely. Only giving up 1 run, 2 hits, and a wild pitch. But now the Chieftains are going to try to get on the board here, and we'll see how it goes.
That's it. I'm going to tell you, man, this wind is really blowing into home plate from left field today.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely windy here at Blue Jacket Park.
Well, I was going to say, man, before that error for that wild pitch and that rope that Andreas had down the third base line, I was really starting to see that Klein was starting to settle in to his own in this game. Good ball placement. It's just like you said before, man, the Hillclimbers are aggressive at the plate. They're swinging the bat.
Yeah, they're definitely going after every first pitch. They know it's going to be there, and they're trying to take advantage of it and capitalize on any of the best pitches. I've always said the best pitch is the first pitch. So let's try to attack it.
That's right, man. Coming up for the Chieftains to start off the bottom of the second inning is freshman Cadell. First baseman, freshman Banta. And number 7, Overman, the junior, will be the 1, 2, 3 at the plate for the Chieftains to start the bottom of the second inning. And the Hillclimbers still have the junior Andres on the mound for the Hillclimbers. The catcher for the Chieftains coming up to the plate. Let's see if the Chieftains can get the bat going in the bottom of the second.
He's got a couple hits on the year, and see if he can get a little spark to the Chieftains offense.
Chases one low and outside. Brings the count to 0-1 for Cadell. Nice rip up the middle. Great play by Lance.
Just a really good range there by Lance. Hard hit ball, just a great defensive play there. And, as a pitcher, you just tip your hat to him and say thank you.
That's it, man. You got 7 guys behind you. You have to trust them guys. You have to throw it, let them hit it, and trust the 7 guys that got your back. Up next for the Chieftains is the freshman Banta. Talk about a young team. You got 2 freshmen starting off the bottom of the second at the plate for the Chieftains. The junior with the delivery.
Good
nice
rip, and he found a hole between first and second there.
Great single to get the base runner in for the Chieftains on the bottom of the second. Banta, the true freshman. We'll bring up the junior Overman, hitting .304 on the year, 23 appearances at the plate, 7 hits, 3 RBIs for the junior. Andres delivers the ball.
Andre is here, Andy. He keeps everything low. I haven't seen really anything from waist to shin. It's
that you could carry anyway.
Yeah, he is sitting there, and he's just leaving everything low, and hitting spots. He's pitching a very well game right now.
I'll tell you, that slider missed low and outside, but that was a beautiful pitch. Fell right off the table, going away from the right-handed junior.
Got a steal.
Runner goes. He's going to get it. Wild pitch. Banta was already taking the base anyway. So now we have the Chieftains, bottom of the second, with a runner in scoring position. And then junior Overman at the plate.
2-1 here. Hitters count.
Just a little behind the heater from the junior. Count is even 2-2. The Chieftains, man, when they get somebody in scoring position, they have to capitalize on that.
Fly ball here to right in foul territory, but out. He was able to advance the runner there, though. But two down.
Sacrifice fly for Overman. Advances Banta over to third base. Great job by Moore for the Hillclimbers. We'll bring up Huffman for the Chieftains. Banta sitting pretty on third. Let's see if Huffman can bring him in. Nice pitch by the junior for the Hillclimbers. Brings the count to 0-1. Huffman's hitting .375 on the year.
Just missed a little high there. One of the first pitches that was above the letters all day for Andres.
Nice swing by Huffman. Just missed it. Huffman's got 2 RBIs on the year. He's notorious for bringing people in. Let's see if he can go ahead and bring Banta in for the Chieftains to tie up this game in the bottom of the second. Junior with a delivery. Goes high.
Good catch there. Good stop by the Hillclimbers. Roberts, especially with one on third. You don't want to give up a run that way.
Brings the count to 2-2. Strike 3. Catcher misses it. He's going to get the force play to first.
And a great inning there for the Hillclimbers.
And that will still count as a strikeout for Andres, the junior. And before we get to the top of the third inning, we'll take a break and show some love to our sponsors.
Hey neighbor, you may be wondering, what makes a community bank special? At Middlefield Bank, it's our people who care about our neighbors and take pride in sharing banking expertise for every stage of life. Because when you're part of the MB community, your goals are our goals, and we're here to help you reach them, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages, loans, and lines of credit. To digital banking tools, MB can be your everything bank. Experience the community bank difference with Middlefield Bank. Learn more at middlefieldbank.bank.
So here we go to start off the top of the third. The Hillclimbers 1, the Chieftains 0. And starting off for the Hillclimbers at the plate will be the sophomore Roberts. Still got the freshman Klein on the mound for the Chieftains. High and inside, bring the count to 1-0 for the freshman.
Yeah, the only difference in the game right now, Andy, is each team's had a wild pitch or two, but just a timely hit by Urbana, and they just capitalized on one wild pitch that turned into a run.
That's it, man. You're right, Jeremy. That was a beautiful pitch by the freshman Klein. And the Hillclimbers got the heart of their order coming up with Lafferty, Donahue, and Lance.
Great placement there by Klein. Gets him now where he wants him at 1-2, and try to put him away here.
Oh.
Right back up the middle. Hopefully Klein's okay. I think he got the glove on it, but just definitely make sure the kid's all right. And
I think it hit him in the back. That was a rip right up the middle to the pitcher. It took a second for Klein to realize where the ball was at. But, like you said, Jeremy, man, hopefully he's okay. That's the most important thing.
The coach is making sure, and, he said, I'm ready. So he's quick recovery and ready to go back at it.
So Robert reaches for the Hillclimbers, and it brings up Lafferty, the senior. Lafferty, his last time up to bat, popped up.
Back to the top of the line, uphill for the Hillclimbers with 1 on and 0 outs. We'll see how Klein does after, a line drive and back in the stretch.
Throws it high. Straight up on his delivery there. Roberts is getting a nice lead at first base for the Hillclimbers.
It looks like he's going to be aggressive on the bases.
High again brings the count to 2 balls and 0 strikes for the freshman. The center fielder Lafferty up.
Missed all 3 here, Andy. Outside and high.
He's really not bending his back like he was. He's kind of straight up on his delivery.
Good pitch
Good
there.
pitch. Brings the count to 3-1.
Foul ball. Way to battle here for Klein.
And it was a heck of a battle the first time Lafferty was up. Went 10 pitches before he finally got Lafferty out to a pop-up.
Yeah, to see 15 pitches, 16 pitches and 2 at-bats now. That's the way to be a leadoff hitter for sure.
Yep, count was 3-1. Threw another ball high and outside. Got a runner at first and second for the Hillclimbers. And it brings up Donahue, the junior, batting .300 for the Hillclimbers.
Has 9 RBIs on the season. Leads Urbana.
Klein with the pitch goes low.
Just squares the bunt to see how Bellefontain's playing it on defense, I believe, there.
Roberts is really being aggressive on the bases at second. Really playing with the freshman a little bit.
Throw down to second. Got him. Oh,
Save. Tag was
great
just
play.
high.
Great throw down there by
Beautiful
Caudill. And,
job.
Sandoval almost had him there. It looked like he came off the base from back here, but kept it on. And, great play, but both sides for Urbana and Bellefontaine. (2-0)
To the junior Donahue. Donahue looking to bunt again. Pulls back. Brings the count to 3-0 for the freshman.
Bellefontaine does have number 7 warming up for them in the bullpen.
Low and outside. Beautiful pitch. Brings the count to 3-1. Man, he's really been hitting that outside corner. I love that ball placement right there.
Yeah, Luke
He's been
Levan
killing it.
is warming up just in case we get in any more trouble here. Tried another bunt. Now 3-2. Runs the count full. Klein's really battled all 3 hitters here. He's been behind and and gets them back into a favorable position.
Yeah, he's battling tough, man. I mean, to be a true freshman, he's got really good poise, and he's settled into the game. If he can get out of this right here, then he can get out of anything. Ooh, man, that was a close pitch.
Just missed high, and now bases loaded, no outs, and looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound.
Pitching coach probably just coming out to settle his pitcher down, tell him, hey, man, no outs, let's start fresh. Bases are loaded for the Hillclimbers. Bringing up Lance. Batting .448 on the year, leading the region.
Yeah, he's a tough kid to get out. 16 hits on the season, 8 RBIs, hitting .457, like you said. You know, this is the guy you definitely want up if you're the Hillclimbers. The bases loaded and no outs is Grady Lance for sure.
And it's tough, man. You know, Klein's probably like, man, freshman start, here we are, bases loaded, you know, top of the third. Got the best hitter in the region. But let's see what he can do with it. He's got a great defense behind him.
We'll see how Bellefontaine plays this, if they're going to have the infield in or still just be back with only being down 1 run. It looks like they're just playing normal and just trying to get the out.
Daring's up to the grass, but that's where he's been playing since the start of the game. Him and TP both have been playing really in at the third base. Freshman delivers. Lance pops it up again to Boy.
Boy with a good catch. Firing home.
Roberts tags up, and Roberts in.
Cut off there by Klein, just to be able to keep the guys at first and second after the tag up and an RBI there. But not a whole lot of damage hurt there, just only giving up 1 run.
Yeah, man, you got a lot of baseball still left to play. Great job by Boy by getting the ball in a timely fashion. Great hustle by Roberts to make it 2-0. Hillclimbers in the top of the third. 1 out. Brings up Huffman.
Wow.
With a rope down the third
times.
base line.
He had the same hit in the first inning as the same hit here in the third.
Stoley throws the ball in. Huffman with another RBI single for the Hillclimbers to make it 3-0 in the top of the third.
Yeah, you couldn't see much of a difference between that hit in the first inning or the hit in the third. It was right down the line, and great placement for sure.
Hillclimbers got base runners on first and second. Weimer is up. He popped out he bunted, and it popped it up. Great play by Daring in the first inning.
And Weimer's hitting .400, so he can really put the bat on the ball and try to extend this lead for the Hillclimbers here.
Yeah, he's definitely got a stick on him. 1-0 is the count for the freshman, and he delivers. Nice cut up the middle. Sandoval's right there.
6-4-3 double play to get him out of the inning. Great play by Sandoval there to limit the hurt for the Chieftains, and they get 2 on the board for the Hillclimbers, but that double play definitely helps.
Yeah, man, the Chieftains got a really good defense to be as young as they are. Sandoval is amazing shortstop. Absolutely, and really, man, Klein, to be a freshman, he's pitching a pretty good game. He's gotten some hairy situations, gave up some runs, but overall, I mean, he's got to be happy about his performance. To be honest with you, his ball placements are good. It looks like the umpire really likes it low. He's calling a lot of low strikes. Anything just a little bit above the thighs, it's going to be a ball today for sure.
Yeah, this only 4 hits given up by Klein in 3 innings. So just some timely hits by Urbana, a couple walks, an error or 2, or a wild pitch has really been the difference in the game. It's really evenly matched game, Dandy, and just see if Bellefontaine can get a run here to put a little pressure on Urbana.
Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you, I really like the junior Andreas at the mound. He's got some really good stuff. There's a really good fastball, has a nice, really nice slider that he's throwing. It's breaking off the table away from the right-handed batters. And, yeah, man, he's got a lot of good stuff, good ball placement. And like you said, he keeps the ball down the majority of the time. So you're not really going to get a good rip off the stick with him anyway.
He's left 3 on base as well for the Chieftains. So, the Chieftains had it first and third. He got out of it, and they left another one on first in the second inning. So the Chieftains have had chances.
They have.
It's just, he's kind of closed the door on them in the first and second inning.
Coming up to bat is the junior, the right fielder, Patrick Stoley. Batting .219 on the year, 32 plate appearances, 7 hits, 2 RBIs. Junior delivers right down the middle. Nice strike by Stoley. And the Chieftains have the heart of their lineup coming up in the bottom of the third. You got Darren and Stoley.
And then Sandoval right
and then
after
Sandoval
that.
right after. Nice breaking ball, just barely missed inside for the junior. Brings the count to 1-1. Bottom of the third. Hillclimbers 3, Chieftains 0.
Looked like a good pitch, just missed there. 2-1.
Junior delivers to the plate. Nice rip by Stoley down the third base line, but foul. Just needs to straighten it out.
Two here. I think Andres is just going to rear back and throw a fastball here and see if we can get him by him.
Throws a breaking ball. That's going to be a tough play for Lance. Great hustle by Stoley.
Hustle.
Beautiful single.
Yeah, Lance was just a little deep there on playing that at shortstop, and great hustle by Stoley to get the leadoff batter on and see what we can do here for the Chieftains. Second hit on the day for the Chiefs, and back to the top of the lineup here, Andy.
That's it, man. It brings up the Ricky Henderson of the region, Daring. The junior delivers the pitch.
And
Nice bunt by Daring. TP was
was
playing up, though.
playing in.
Beautiful
Great
snag right
dig.
there by Trailer. Good play by the Hillclimbers. TP was playing in. Beautiful bunt, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't a bad
Great
bunt
play
at all.
all around. Good bunt. Great play by the third baseman, and just an absolute wonderful dig at first.
And Daring did his job, though. He advanced to the base runner. Here we go again. Bottom of the third, but the Chieftains got a guy in scoring position. They have to start capitalizing on these. Every inning, they've had somebody in a scoring position, like you were touching on earlier, Jeremy.
Yeah, see if sophomore Spencer Stoley here can get him on the board here.
The junior delivers. Stoley with a nice cut. Foul back. Bring the count to 0-1.
Lance is really holding the runner here at second. Not letting him get a big lead, and is giving a nice little spot there between shortstop and third base if he can find a spot.
Pitch is being delivered. Breaking ball, misses it high and outside. 1-1 to the sophomore. And 1 out, bottom of the third. Nice heat. Ooh, I guess it's just missed outside.
Wow.
Two and 1 count to Stoley.
Just high, 3-1 hitters count here. See how aggressive Spencer is at the plate.
See what he can do to try to bring Patrick Stoley in from second. Junior delivers.
Inside. Runners on first and second here for the Chieftains with, Sandoval coming up.
Let's see if Sandoval can get the sticks going for the Chieftains. The juniors from the stretch delivers. Nice cut by Sandoval. Brings the count to 0-1. Junior delivers the pitch. High breaking ball outside. Catcher misses it. It's going to advance the runners to third and second.
Takes the double play out of reaches. They've already gotten one, and so is Bellefontaine. And if they could just put a bat on the ball here and at least get one run in and maybe two.
That's it. The Chieftains are definitely threatening right here in the bottom of the third.
Great
nice
hit.
Rip.
Just fouled a right field. Great rip there by Sandoval.
Sandoval seeing the ball really good coming out of the junior's hand. Brings the count to 1-2. He's got to be smart right here at the plate. The junior delivers. Misses with a heater low.
Really good spot there by Andres. It's a hard one to take for sure, but good discipline by Sandoval.
Brings the count to 2-2. Andres with the deliver.
Hits a second, should get a run in. Gets an RBI there. Moves also another runner to third.
And it puts the Chieftains on the board at the bottom of the third with your Hillclimbers 3. The Chieftains are 1 with 2 outs.
Brody Boys up, hitting .375 on the season. Leads Bellefontaine with hits with 12 as well.
This is the guy that you would want at the plate if you're a Chieftain to drive in the run. Junior with the delivery, high and outside. Brings the count to 1-0. Junior delivers. Nice breaking ball.
Tough play for second baseman. Great flip there. Huffman with a good play, or Donahoe with a good play there for the Hillclimbers.
Just a beautiful breaking ball. So, Hillclimbers 3, Chieftains 1, finally got on the board at the bottom of the third. We will be right back at the top of the fourth inning. We're going to pay tribute to our sponsors.
This is Trey Daring at Eichholz Daring and Sanford Funeral Homes and Cremation Center. We are committed to providing professional, tailored funeral and cremation services at affordable pricing. We are part of a community of caring individuals, friends, and neighbors who consider it a privilege to serve you in your time of need. We are proud to be locally owned and operated. Our family serving your family since 1903.
Introducing TGH. Introducing TGH Law, your local legal experts. With decades of experience, our dedicated team is here to guide you through your legal journey. We specialize in personal injury, family law, and business litigation, offering you tailored solutions and results that matter. At TGH Law, we are not just lawyers, we're your local leaders. Trust TGH Law for your legal needs. Call us today and let us fight for you.
Okay, folks, we are back to start the top of the fourth inning, and leading off for the Hillclimbers is your junior Colton TP, the third baseman, and we have TP, Andreas, the pitcher, and Moore.
Got a new pitcher in here for in relief for the Chieftains, Luke Levan.
13 strikeouts on the year for Levan. Levan delivers. Nice cut by TP. Brings the count to 0-1, top of the fourth inning. TP only hitting 152 for the Hillclimbers. Nice rip to right field.
Great way to track it there.
By Patrick Stolley for the Chieftains. One up, one down so far in the top of the fourth for the Chieftains. And for Levan coming in. He's had more pitching appearances than any other pitcher in the Chieftains season this year.
Yeah, he's got a little over 20 innings already, and good first bat there to get it out.
He's got a funky release when he releases it, so you can tell it's really hard to see that ball coming out of his hand the way he releases the ball. He almost cuffs it. You got the junior Andres up for the Hillclimbers, and the senior misses low and outside to bring the count to 1-1 with one out, top of the fourth.
Another foul ball here, 1-2. Levan coming in and doing a really good job with these first two hitters.
He's throwing it really low, hitting the corners, not throwing anything higher that's accessible to the hitter. He delivers the pitch high and inside.
It sounded like it was actually a foul ball. But
it kind of sounded like it hit the bat. I couldn't tell for sure.
Definitely hit the ump right behind, though. Hopefully he's all right. Shaking it off. Got him right in the hand.
Well, it's top of the fourth inning. Urbana Hillclimbers 3, Bellefontaine Chieftains 1. Got one out here in the top of the fourth with the junior up to bat, the pitcher Andreas for the Hillclimbers. And on deck we have the freshman Moore.
They're asking now.
The sophomore Moore.
If it was a foul ball.
It sounded, you might be right, Jeremy. I think it did hit the bat.
They have it as 2-2 right now, but I think it's going to change to 1-2.
Umpires discussing if the field umpire saw the ball hit the bat or not. I heard it. We heard it.
Yeah, it was definitely a foul ball, but we'll see if they can come to that conclusion or not. Says he can't determine if it was a foul ball or not. So
then the count will stay 2-2 with one out. Senior delivers. Nice cut by the junior.
Foul ball again.
Hillclimbers have been really aggressive at the plate. Really hadn't got anything out there. There's a lot of pop-ups today for the Hillclimbers. Nice curveball. I don't mind that at all. Brings the count to 3-2. Just barely misses high and inside. Senior delivers the pitch for the Chieftains. Low and outside for ball 4. So the Hillclimbers got a runner on first, and it brings up Moore, the sophomore, be his second at bat at the varsity level this year.
He's getting the instruction here by the third base coach. See if they're just trying to move him over or not.
You got Daring playing up at third. In case they try to have a squeeze bunt or sacrifice bunt here.
Okay, they got a pinch runner here at first base as well. Number 18 for the Hillclimbers.
The sophomore Moore's up. The senior is coming from the stretch, delivers the pitch. Outside. Brings the count to 1-0.
They're definitely looking to advance the base runner and try to get that run back that the Chieftains got at the bottom of the third. Good pitch there by Levan to get it back to 1-1 here with one down and a runner at first.
1-1 for Moore. Levan delivers.
Squares the bunt, bunts. Great bunt.
And he is
And
safe.
he beats it out.
Man, great hustle by Moore to get down the baseline. Hillclimbers got runners at first and second with one out, top of the fourth inning, leading 3-1.
You got Colton Roberts coming back up, sophomore. Has a couple RBIs on the season, 4 of them, and looking to try to add to that total.
And scored a run today. One of the 3 runs that the Hillclimbers have put on the board. Moore was one of them. Ball low for Levan. Brings the count to 1-0. Misses high. Counts 2-0 to Roberts. Ooh, barely missed him. Low and inside.
A 3-0 here.
I would take the pitch if I was him. Ooh, good pitch to the inside corner.
And just hit the zone there.
Improves the count to 3-1 for the Chieftains. Robert swings away.
Daring with the play, gets the out at third.
Good force out by Daring, good heads-up play.
And we're back to the top of the lineup with Lafferty, the leadoff hitter, and 2 down for the Hillclimbers.
Top of the fourth, runners on first and second for the Hillclimbers.
Good pitch there by Levan, foul ball.
And Lafferty's going to make you work for it. He's very aggressive at the plate. He just has not been able to really turn it forward. Senior delivers. Off-speed pitch, misses on the outside corner. Levan delivers. Pop up.
Sandoval's under it. Great play there by the shortstop.
So the Chieftains hold the Hillclimbers at the top of the fourth. No runs. Leaves base runners stranded on first and second. But I'm going to tell you, man, their bats are coming alive. These Hillclimbers are swinging the stick.
Yeah, they got a little dicey there for the Chiefs and just some great defense and gets them out of the inning with no harm. And, you know, only down 2 here and only having 2 hits, you know, if they can get a couple hits here and try to put a little pressure on Urbana, it could be a different game for sure.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot. You know, they've had runners in scoring position all 3 innings, and they've left them stranded besides last inning. They did get a run in. But like you said, there's a lot of baseball still left, man. A lot of things can happen.
Yeah, the pitcher for Urbana is, playing extremely well. He's a big kid, has a rocket in his arm right now, it looks like, and he's still out here going strong.
And to start the bottom of the 4th inning for the Chieftains, the freshman Cadell will be at the plate. That follows the Banta will follow, and Overman. This is the part of the lineup that really got it going.
Yes, 5-6-7 spot is where the Chiefs started rolling there and got a run, and see if they can capitalize and do that again.
Yeah, really impressed with the junior for the Hillclimbers on the mound, man. He's got some really good stuff, good ball placement, and he's fresh. He hasn't really thrown a lot of pitches, so he's right there to run this thing all the way to the 6th inning.
Yeah, going into the season, he led the Hillclimbers with 23 strikeouts and, the most innings as well. So, he's been on the mound quite a bit for the Hillclimbers and has a pretty good performance so far, Andy.
Yeah, well, he's definitely showing it. He's showing his experience and his toughness today, that's for sure. He's not given anything, no pitches at all for the Chieftains to hit. He has not been batter-friendly whatsoever. And even though the Chieftains have had guys in scoring positions all innings, it's been due to walks or errors. So we'll see. We'll see if the Chieftains sticks can get going here at the bottom of the 4th inning with the freshman Cadell starting it off. Here we go. Junior delivers. Breaking ball just misses outside. Brings the count to 1-0. Heater just misses inside.
It's where he's been living, right at that knee, thigh area, and keeping everything low so you just can't get on top of it and drive.
And throwing smoke. Another fastball misses low and outside.
3-1 count here. See if the Chieftains can take advantage of it.
Yeah, hitters count for the freshman for sure. He wanted misses high. So the Chieftains advance a base runner to first, which will bring up the number 6 hitter and first baseman, true freshman, Banta. Bottom of the 4th inning, Hillclimbers 3, Chieftains 1.
Throw over. Just keep him honest.
Freshman stands in stern for the Chieftains. Junior pitches, misses low. Brings the count to 1-0.
It's a really good pitch. I think he hit a spot there and just, a great selection not to swing at it there by Banta.
Andres checks the runner at first. In the stretch, delivers the pitch, high and outside. Brings the count to 2-0 with 0 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Nice cut by Banta, just late on the fastball.
2-1 here.
Ah, beautiful pitch right down the pipe.
Great way to battle. He's down 2-0 and then just throws 2 fastballs and gets him right back in control of the batter.
Brings the count to 2-2 for the freshman.
Chases the high one there and gets him out.
Nice pitch selection right there on a 2-2 count, high fastball.
It's hard to lay off of them, that's for sure.
Man, no doubt. I used to have a terrible time with that. They look so fat and big, man, before you know it, they're by you.
Absolutely. 7th batter here for Bellefontaine up Overman. 2 outs for the Chiefs here in the bottom of the 4th.
The junior Overman's hitting .304 on the season for the Chieftains. Pitch is delivered.
Got by him. Kydale to second here.
Chieftains got runner in scoring position. Here we go. Bottom of the 4th.
They've had runners in scoring position in the first 4 innings and only 1 run to show for it. So, you know, Urbana's really stifled them down when they get them there.
Oh, yeah. Pitch misses high. Brings the count to 2-0. For the DH, Overman.
.30 here.
Andres in the stretch. Steps off the mound.
Having a little talk here with the catcher and just make sure you're on the same page. And it's a pretty big spot. You know, you're still up 2, got a little bit of cushion, but, you know, the tying run is at the plate, and you don't want to give that up for sure.
Especially with a stick like Overman has, man, batting .304 on the year.
Yeah, he's really came through for the Chiefs.
He really has, man. 7 hits on the year, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles. The junior delivers the pitch. Right down the pipe. Brings the count to 3-1. Just hit the inside corner for strike 2.
I'll tell you, when he just wants to just rear back and fire it, this kid, he really has a good fastball here.
Full count, misses high.
Good way to hold there by Overman. Tried the same pitch as the previous batter, and he was just able to hold there with the check swing.
The Chieftains call timeout. Probably go over the base running situation here. Chieftains got runners on first and second base, the bottom of the 4th. With your guess, the Urbana Hillclimbers 3, Bellefontaine Chieftains 1. But here in the bottom of the 4th, the Chieftains are threatening with a runner in scoring position. With Huffman at the plate. Yeah, man, Huffman's batting .375. I mean, for the Chieftains, that's he hasn't had a lot of at-bats, but he's been consistent when he does have time up there. So let's see if he can be consistent here and drive in this run.
He's got a couple RBIs on the season, and you know, 1 on first and second here, and see if he could try to tie it back up or take the lead for the Chiefs.
Hillclimbers got the corners in the grass playing up against Huffman. Junior delivers the pitch. Just misses high.
Big spot here for the Chiefs.
Breaking ball right in there for the strike. Brings the count to 1-1.
It's the batter time there.
The freshman Caudell at second base for the Chieftains in scoring position. Nice pickoff move right there by the junior, but Caudell was right there. Good base running by Caudell. Smart heads up play.
Yeah, Lance is definitely making sure he's not getting too far off the bag and, you know, keeping him honest for sure.
He delivers.
Foul ball there, 1-2 for the eighth hitter, Huffman.
High and outside brings the count to 2-2. Huffman has a hitter's count right here.
Foul ball.
Nice cut on the fastball.
Big spot here for Huffman to try to get a couple more runs for the Chiefs on the board.
That's right, and for the junior Andreas to get out of this inning with no damage done. Misses high and outside.
Full count here. Big pitch in the ball game, even though it's in the fourth
This is
inning here,
huge.
Andy.
This could turn the momentum over.
Absolutely. He
Nice
rears
hit right
back.
up the middle.
Great stop by the second baseman. Try to pull a double play.
Caudell, the freshman's going to score for the Chieftains.
And Huffman gets the second on the overthrow.
Got the force out at second. Got Overman.
Yeah, Donahoe beat him there and tried to make the play back to first and just short hopped in and got by the first baseman there, Trailer, and you know the Chiefs are able to score and still with one at second base.
That's it. Bottom of the fourth. Hillclimbers 3. The Chieftains just put another one on the board. Be 3-2. Hillclimbers 3. The Chieftains 2. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. With Patrick Stolley up to bat for the Chieftains.
Just missed low. Yeah, Chieftains being very patient in this inning, getting a lot of three ball counts and putting a little wear and tear on the pitcher for the Hillclimbers and trying to get the pitch count up so they can go to the relief to the bullpen here, Andy.
Yeah, he's put a man. What a great showing by the junior. Just misses high right there to bring the count to 2-1 to the junior Stolley, the right fielder for the Chieftains.
Stolley trying to tie the game up. Got the tying run on second. Really good pitch there.
And that's that heat.
And when he just rears back and throws it, it's a tough pitch.
It's hard to catch up to. 2-2 count for the junior. He delivers. Nice cut by Stolley to keep the bat alive here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Chieftains have Huffman in scoring position at second.
Just rearing back and throwing it. I think he might be able to get him to chase one here if he goes off speed, but it's a hard thing to do when your fastball has been working so well all afternoon.
It's just so easy, man. You're just throwing. You're just playing catch with the catcher is what you're doing if your fastball's working. But I'm going to tell you what's been working is that slider he's been throwing, it's been falling away from the right-handed batters. and he threw a breaking ball. But Stolly's being
He's being a thorn
He's
right
being
now.
a thorn
trying
right now in the junior's rear end, that's for sure. He's being aggressive at the plate.
Very good at bat here. 3 or 4 foul balls and, still a 2-2 count with 1 on second, tying run for the Chiefs.
A lot of foul balls today. We've had to stop action a few times to get more balls from the dugout. Counts 2-2, bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. Chieftains have Huffman. Oh,
Chase
big chase. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. What a great battle. What a great pitcher-hitter battle. That will end the bottom of the fourth. The Hillclimbers 3, the Chieftains 2. We'll see you again on top of the fifth. We're going to pay tribute to our sponsors.
Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Stocked Event Rentals. From weddings to parties and special events, we've got everything you need to turn your vision into reality. Need seating? We've got chairs and tables. Looking for some fun? Try our yard games like tumbling timbers and yard pong. Don't forget about our stunning frame tents. Perfect for any outdoor gathering. Visit StockedEventRentals.com or call 937-441-3610 to book today. Stocked Event Rentals, where your perfect event starts.
Hey neighbor, you may be wondering, what makes a community bank special? At Middlefield Bank, it's our people who care about our neighbors and take pride in sharing banking expertise for every stage of life. Because when you're part of the MB community, your goals are our goals, and we're here to help you reach them. From checking and savings accounts, to mortgages, loans, and lines of credit, to digital banking tools, MB can be your everything bank. Experience the community bank difference with Middlefield Bank. Learn more at middlefieldbank.bank.
Top of the fifth here for the Hillclimbers. Number 4 leading us off. Levain still on the mound for the Chiefs.
Number 4, the junior Donahue. Then you got Lance and Hoffman for the Hillclimbers. The senior Levan delivers. Nice little cut to Boy in center. Chases it down and brings it in. Great play by Boy. 1 up, 1 down for the Chieftains on top of the 5th inning. The senior Levan on the mound brings up the highest batting average in the region, Lance, for the Hillclimbers. 448, man, that's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really impressive.
The kid's just a really good athlete, and we saw him on the basketball court this year, and he was extremely impressive there as well.
Senior delivers breaking ball. Lance gets out of the way. Moved him out of the box. They get off the plate a little bit. Crowding the plate.
Chases one low there to even the count at 1-1.
That was a nasty pitch by Levan right there. Had Lance chasing.
Another good location there by Levan.
Counts 1-2 with 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Hillclimbers' best hitter is up to the plate, Lance. Senior Levan with the delivery. Throws, breaking ball in the dirt for ball 2. Not a bad pitch. Chased the first one.
Absolutely.
Why not throw it again?
You got to pitch the waist, and maybe you'll get him to chase it there, and he just held back, but 2-2, and now you can go after him.
Senior delivers. Breaking ball. Pop up to Boyd, deep center. He rings it in for out number 2 for the Chieftains, the top of the 5th. It'll bring up the senior Hoffman for the Hillclimbers, batting .258 on the year.
Urbana with two pretty good hits there, just right to Boyd there in center field.
Hoffman is leading the team in doubles and in home runs this year. Nice shot up the middle.
A good rope there to center field, and gets a runner on, and see if the Hillclimbers can move them around.
The senior Hoffman with a rope to center field for the single. Will also bring up Weimer.
The sophomore's playing pretty well this year with a 400 batting average. 12 hits on the season.
Senior delivers the pitch. Strike, beautiful pitch on the outside corner. Count is 0-1 with 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Hillclimbers have a base runner on first.
It's a good spot there.
Misses low and outside. That's okay to miss right there. That's a good spot. 1-1's the count. Senior delivers. Breaking ball.
Looks like all 3 outs are going to Boyd this inning.
Almost 3 up, 3 down. Nice single by Hoffman.
See if the Chiefs can get the sticks going and just find that timely hit, Andy. They've left 6 runners on base, 3 or 4, I believe, in scoring position. So, they've had opportunities. It's just they haven't came through yet. So, we've got still a couple more innings to go, and looks like Urbana's trotting the starter still out there to pitch in the bottom of the 5th here.
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, their defense, the Chieftains' defense is doing really well. Their pitching is doing good. They have to get the sticks going, and like you said, man, they cannot leave runners stranded. That you're shooting yourself in the foot that way, especially in a tight regional game like this. Everything counts, and every little mistake is going to come back to haunt you. And it's like you just said, man, we've got the junior still. Andres is still up for the Hillclimbers. Great fastball, good off-speed pitches, good placement. The junior's really impressing me, man. I can't wait to see what he develops into next year.
Yeah, he's definitely having a strong outing. Only gave up so far 2 hits, and 2 runs. Got a little bit of support, leading 3-2, going to the bottom of the 5th here, and a really good baseball game here at Blue Jacket Field.
And I believe the Chieftains are starting off at the top of their order. Daring, Stolley,
and Sandoval.
And you got Boyd cleaning it up. It just seems like the Chieftains cannot get around on that fastball, man. They have not been able to hone in on the fastball that he's throwing. And really, that's what he's been beating them with, is that fastball.
Yes, definitely his go-to pitch. Right at the knee, and has very good location.
Here we go, the sophomore, the third baseman, Daring, is up for the Chieftains. The junior delivers. Fastball hits at third base. TP to first. 1 up, 1 down for the Hillclimbers.
It's a little 5-3, play there, and for the first out of the inning.
They'll bring up the sophomore Stolley for the Chieftains. Off-speed pitch. Barely misses on the outside, low and outside. Brings the count to 1-0. The bottom of the 5th with 1 out.
You know, what I've noticed with the Chieftains, the top half of their order is very aggressive. And, you know, the bottom half is a little more patient and trying to rack up the pitches with the starter here. So,
Ooh, high and outside. That hurt. Hit pitch. Stolly's shaking it off. Man, that got him right on the left shoulder blade, back shoulder blade.
it looks as though he's okay there. And
If we know anything about Patrick Stolly, or I'm sorry, Spencer Stolly, he's a tough kid, man. We've called him in other sports as well. Great athlete, tough kid. Looks like he's okay.
we'll see if they try to get him running on the base paths here with Sandoval up and, you know, only one down.
Sandoval's been really aggressive at the plate today. Fastball.
He took off as well and had a great jump, just a foul ball there.
They had the hit and run on that one. Just could not straighten it up. Oh, and one's the count to Sandoval.
Stolly gets back. And another throw over. I think he definitely saw the jump that Stolly had on that first one. And
He did.
you know, he wants to make sure he keeps him at bay.
Keeping him honest. And the junior delivers the
goes.
pitch. Stolly goes. Late throw.
And he steals a bag there. That is his fifth stolen base on the season. Now he has the lead for the Chiefs with 5 stolen bases.
Chieftains have runner in scoring position at second. Stolly. Sandoval bunts. High bunt to TP's playing in. And TP gets there in time to snag it for out number 2 for the Hillclimbers.
He just got it right on the meat of the bat and, you know, just popped it up right to third there.
You got Boy up for the Chieftains. Stolly in scoring position at second. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. 3-2 Hillclimbers. First pitch misses outside. Brings the count to 1-0.
Yeah, Boy leads them in RBIs and hits, and see if he can add to both of them here and tie the game up for the Chiefs.
Breaking ball high and outside.
Good way to be patient at the plate here and try to find one in your count.
Ooh, just a little high.
This misses now 3-0. If I'm the Chieftains, I probably let him go, though. You know, he's hitting well, 375. Leads the team in hits, and you know what's coming. So
Swing away. Fastball. Right down the pipe. 3-1 is the count.
it was right there to try to take advantage of. I think being down 1, I would have been a little aggressive there.
Yeah, I would have too. I definitely would have had the green light on him for sure. Should be another fastball right here. Fastball high and outside, walks Boy. So the Chieftains have runners at first and second.
The freshman Cadill coming up here with runners on first and second. It seems like it's a broken record. The Chiefs get here every inning. We just got to see if they can find that timely hit to get them through.
You can't leave runs stranded, man. You just can't and win a ball game. But
this Urbana Hillclimber, defense and pitching has really buckled down every time they've gotten this position in each inning.
See if the sticks can come alive for the Chieftains. Breaking ball misses inside. Count 1-0 for the freshman, Caudill. The junior delivers.
The batter called time there before the pitch, so still 1-0.
Andres delivers. Fastball.
Foul tip for a strike. That has definitely been his pitch all night long.
They can't catch up to it. They haven't been able to time his fastball at all, and he's thrown it right down the pipe.
If you look at most of the Chieftain batters are definitely in the back half of the box.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nice breaking ball. Gets behind the catcher. Stolle will advance to second, and Boyd will advance to – I'm sorry, Stolle will advance to third. Boyd will advance to second.
I don't think you'll see another breaking ball in this at bat possibly. He's missed a couple of those, had a couple wild pitches, and if I'm him, I'm going right back to the fastball and trying to put him away.
Oh, foul ball.
Just didn't get the bat down in time, and instead of 3-1 and having a hitter's count, he evens it up at 2-2.
Yeah, I would throw that fastball until they started timing it and getting around on it. They're not doing it. That's what I would throw the whole time. Look for another fastball in this 2-2 count. Fastball struck him out. Got out of the inning.
Chieftains again leave runners in scoring position on second and third. It's been crucial just trying to get that timely hit.
And that will end the bottom of the fifth inning with the Hillclimbers 3, the Chieftains 2. We will see you again at the top of the sixth. We're going to say thank you to our sponsors.
This is Trey Daring at Eichholz Daring and Sanford Funeral Homes and Cremation Center. We are committed to providing professional, tailored funeral and cremation services at affordable pricing. We are part of a community, caring individuals, friends, and neighbors who consider it a privilege to serve you in your time of need. We are proud to be locally owned and operated, our family serving your family since 1903.
Introducing TGH Law, your local legal experts. With decades of experience, our dedicated team is here to guide you through your legal journey. We specialize in personal injury, family law, and business litigation, offering you tailored solutions and results that matter. At TGH Law, we are not just lawyers, we're your local leaders. Trust TGH Law for your legal needs. Call us today and let us fight for you.
Okay, folks, we are back to start the top of the sixth inning with your junior Colton TP leading it off for the Hillclimbers. It'll be TP, Andres, and Moore to start off the top of the sixth inning for the Hillclimbers. Your senior Luke Levan at the helm for the Chieftains, and he delivers. First ball is low. Will increase the count to 1-0, top of the sixth. Levan delivers and throws, misses low outside again, brings the count to 2-0. Start the top of the sixth inning off, 3 balls in a row, low and outside on all 3 of them for Levan.
Good pitch there.
That was a beautiful pitch, low outside or inside corner.
Good spot. Just missed.
And Colton TP gets the walk, puts a base runner on first for the Hillclimbers. And it will bring up the pitcher, Andres, the junior.
Just out in front of it there.
Nice pitch by Levan. Count will be 0-1 to the junior. TP's got a conservative lead at first base. Ball misses inside for Levan. TP's going. Cadell throws the ball.
Down.
Nice throw. High tag. TP stolen base. Good throw by the freshman Cadell, though. That was a really good throw.
Yeah, really good pitch there. Gets a strike and
if we know
tries to
anything,
get the out.
yeah, and if we know anything about Colton TP, we know he's got speed from Friday nights.
Absolutely.
Under the lights. 1-2 is the count. The senior throws, misses low. Will bring the count even to 2-2. Top of the 6th inning. Hillclimbers got runner in scoring position at second with TP. Sandoval looks it back.
Oh, he gets
He's got TP in a rundown.
They get him out there. And
Great job by the Chieftains.
Good way to get the lead runner there.
Great heads-up play by Sandoval, the shortstop for the Chieftains. He was really just going to look back the runner at TP and throw it to first, but TP was way off in between second and third, which brought a run down in. Great heads-up play by the Chieftains. 1 out, top of the 6th inning. For your batter, Moore, number 11, for the Hillclimbers.
Looks as though, Andy, we have a substitution. Moore's out, and number 8's now at bat for the Hillclimbers.
Wilhelm had 10 at-bats this year. He's got 1 hit and 1 RBI for the Hillclimbers. Nice rope.
Oh, looks like they're
Good
going
play
to
by
double him up
Daring.
here.
Double play, beautiful job.
Great play there at third base by Sutton Daring.
I'm going to tell you, the Chieftains will look really good on defense, man. If they can just put it together and advance these base runners, they'll be sitting.
Yeah, they'll
They'll be sitting good going into the bottom of the 6th inning, or top of the 7th.
Yeah, defensively they've looked very well, and they're putting pressure on Urbana. Offensively, it's just Urbana keeps getting through in every single spot, and runners in scoring position for Bellefontaine, and Urbana just always gets out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to give respect to the pitcher, Andres, but the Chieftains really hadn't had the sticks come around today at all. They haven't really put anything on the bat. A lot of foul balls, nothing considerably good at the bat, at the helm. But yeah, if they can turn this around, got a new pitcher coming out, so they're gonna get a new look. Well, no, they're not. Andres is coming back out to start the bottom of the 6th inning. And why not? His pitch count's low.
Yeah,
he's been pitching great. He hasn't lost anything. He did battle out of some adversity. Well, he has every inning, but he's kept the pitch count to a minimum, and he's still looking strong to start the bottom of the 6th. And, folks, with that, we are starting the bottom of the 6th inning here at Blue Jacket Field in Bellefontaine, Ohio. You got Urbana Hillclimbers 3, Bellefontaine Chieftains 2. And to start it off for the Chieftains will be the freshman first baseman, Banta, with Overman and Hoffman.
You know, the bottom half of this Chieftain lineup has been extremely patient and, you know, worked the counts to a lot higher than the top half. And let's see if they can take advantage of it here, you know, in the later innings.
The freshman Banta struck out on a high fastball his last at bat. Nice cut by Banta. Foul ball will improve the count to 0-1. The junior delivers. Just misses high and outside. Brings the count to 1-1.
Just low.
When he misses, he doesn't miss by much. And usually the ball's in a good location if you're going to miss. 2-1 delivery. High and outside, brings it to 3-1 to the freshman Banta for the Chieftains. Three-one pitch. Strike. Right on the inside corner. Brings the count to full. Banta thought it was ball 4. He was already running to first base.
It's extremely close pitch there. You know you're getting fastballs in these counts, and you know it's been over and over again right at that knee.
Mm-hmm. And Banta probably won't get any favors from the umpire. Struck him out. High fastball heater. 2 times in a row.
Great
Man,
way
he's
to
got good
battle
stuff.
there. You know, down 3-1 and, you know, working the count, and he just comes back with, you know, what he's used to is throwing the gas, and got by him twice.
And bringing in Overman for the Chieftains. 304 on the year. Aggressive at the plate.
Just missed with the breaking ball there. Good poke to center field. Lafferty looks like he's under it, and he
drops it.
Gets in.
I mean, he had to run a country mile to get up to it, but he should have had that. They hit his glove and popped right out. But that's the break that the Chieftains need.
Absolutely. You know, the 8-hitter hits the can of corn there. He's under it and just took his eye off of it. And now we'll see if Stolle can keep this little rally going and get it back to the top of the lineup.
Hoffman's had a pretty good bat today, making good contact. He's hitting, I believe, 400 on the year. Nice pitch by the junior. Counts 0-1 with 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning.
Throw over to first, make sure he's not getting too big of a lead.
Keeping Overman honest over there at first. 0-1 delivery. Low and outside.
Overman hasn't got a steal this year, but he's definitely being aggressive over there at first base.
He's definitely making them respect him, that's for sure. 1-1 delivery.
Foul ball on the bunted tipped, 1-2.
They need to get more down on the ball on them bunts. They're hitting up at the ball. They need to get more down on it. A lot of pop-up bunts today. I believe that would have been 4 on the day.
He's going.
Overman steals it.
Great throw down, but he's in there and safe at second. Chieftains with another runner in scoring position here.
And this is every inning. They've had runners in scoring positions. That was Overman's first steal of the season. 2-2 pitch for the junior. High. And Overman's going to advance to third base on a wild pitch.
Big spot here, full count, one down and a runner on third for Huffman here. Tying run sitting there at third, just got to make contact, and looks like Urbana's starting to move the infield in. Just missed.
Ooh, that just missed low. That was a good pitch.
We'll see if Urbana keeps the infield in or if they go back and try to get the double play ball here.
Huffman takes the walk, puts runners on the corners for the Chieftains. One down, bottom of the sixth, with the junior, Patrick Stolley, up to the plate.
And it looks as though Urbana is backing up and not playing in.
Chieftains trying to figure out their base plan on what they're going to do and how aggressive they're going to be on the bases. Runners on the corner.
Looks as though there's a little cat and mouse game here. The Chiefs are trying to get their game plan. It looks as though the day for the pitcher for the Hillclimbers is done with a great showing for sure by the junior.
Oh, man, what a great game he pitched. What a heck of a game. And the relief pitcher coming in for the Hillclimbers is Potter, number 12. Potter has 11 strikeouts on the year for the Hillclimbers. And I believe 11 appearances at the mound, on the mound. True freshman for the Hillclimbers. Two young teams battling it out. Battle of 68. I know they use that in wrestling, but I feel like it's for every sport. It's Battle of 68.
Absolutely. These two guys, these two teams know each other. They play each other all the time. They respect each other, and one thing is they definitely want to beat each other.
Looks like Potter's got a really nasty breaking ball he just threw warming up that just fell right off the table. Nice fastball.
Yeah, for a young kid, he definitely can bring it.
Yeah, 14, 15 years old throwing mid-80s. You're bringing it. And just to recap the game, it's the bottom of the sixth inning with the Urbana Hillclimbers 3, Bellefontaine Chieftains 2, with runners on the corner and one out in the bottom of the sixth. I believe what you do, you have to send Hoffman, man. You got to send him. I believe they sent him last time he was on base. He stole a base. He's got the quickness, and what that does is going to prevent the 6-4-3 double play is what it's going to prevent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the double play up the middle anyway.
Bellefontaine has been here over and over again. See if they can get one through here and tie the game up.
Potter's got a good fastball. Probably not as much heat as the junior Andres, but he's got a beautiful breaking ball.
Good rip there, just a foul by Stolle.
He just needs to straighten that out about 20 feet to the right. And then he will tie this ball game. Oh, 1 pitch for the freshman. Curveball that didn't curve, hit off top of the helmet.
Bases loaded for the leadoff hitter for the Chieftains here, Sutton Daring. Big spot for the Chiefs here.
1 down. Bases loaded. You have to capitalize if you're going to beat a good team like Urbana and get your second regional win.
Urbana looks as though they're going to try to take it away and go home if anything's hit soft up the middle or on the corners here.
Potter misses high and inside for ball 1.
Two-0 here. Good count for the leadoff hitter for the Chiefs with the bases loaded and only 1 down.
Daring's got to bring the bat alive, swing the bat.
.30. Easy way to potentially get an RBI is just a ball 4 here and tie the game up.
That's it. I'm pretty sure they gave him the red light on this 3-0 pitch. And 3-0 pitch for the freshman. Misses low. And he walks in the tie-in run for the Chieftains. Chieftains just tied the game up, bottom of the 6th inning, 3-3. Bases loaded for the sophomore Stolle.
Urbana coach just calls time, try to settle his young pitcher down here and try to get everything wrapped up. It looks as though they're actually pulling him out after just 1 batter and going to, I think, Donahoe, number 4.
And the DH, Overman, is the one that scored the run off the walk for the Chieftains. Is that who it is?
It looks as though I believe
Donahoe.
it's Donahoe coming from second base into the pitch. This will be his 5th appearance. He's pitched a little over 12 innings with 11 strikeouts. So he's averaging about a strikeout an inning, so not
Good
too
relief
bad.
pitcher. Coming in from second. When I was playing, man, I used to hate facing a really fast pitcher and then bringing in a relief that threw 10 to 15 mile an hour slower with more junk. It just really messes up your timing, and that's exactly what they've done here with this Donahoe kid. You could tell he's not throwing near as hard.
As long as he finds his spots, that Urbana defense has played extremely well
That's
behind,
it, 100%.
behind the pitchers today.
But
you look up, the Chiefs only have 2 hits. They've tied the game at 3-3 here, but it's been a struggle just making that 1 hit that really can open the game up.
dirty breaking ball right there from Donahoe. And the Chieftains have been really behind on the fastball today, so maybe this is the speed that they're at today right here. Maybe you never know, they could be teeing off on Donahoe, but he's got some nasty stuff. I'm seeing more.
He definitely has some movement on a curveball, and his changeup has some movement as well. So Looks as though he has good command, so. Spencer Stolle's coming up, and then Sandoval after that. So your 2 and 3 hitters are the next two for the Chieftains here.
Yep, the meat of the lineup. The sophomore left fielder, Stolle, coming up to the plate with only 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Game is tied 3-3. Donahoe delivers. First ball is low. 1-0's the count with 1 out.
Urbana still playing in, trying to get that forced run at home.
And he delivers the pitch. Strike right down the pipe. Proves the count to 1-1.
Good placement there by Donahoe.
Donahoe delivers. Breaking ball. Fell off the table. Got Stolle swinging. Proves the count to 1-2.
A really good pitch there.
That was dirty. Corner still in for the Hillclimbers. Bases loaded for the Chieftains. 1-2 pitch. And he steps off. One-two pitch for the junior. Woo!
Just missed outside. It's a tough one to lay off of for sure.
Man, that would have been tough.
Too close for comfort for me if I was the batter, but good hold there by Stolle. And
got to swing the bat.
2-2 here with 1 down and the bases loaded.
Nice breaking ball. Just misses outside.
Full count here. Big pitch in the game, and runners moving, and
everybody's going. And he strikes out. Gets him. Nice cut by Stolle. Beautiful pitch by Donahoe. Brings out 2 outs for the Hillclimbers. Bottom of the 6th inning. With Sandoval up for the Chieftains. Bases are loaded. Sandoval's been really aggressive at the plate today to see if he can turn 1 out for the Chieftains. Nice breaking ball. Beautiful pitch. 0-1 count to start him off.
He's definitely keeping the Chieftains batters off balance here with off speed and then a fastball for sure.
Donahoe with the 0-1 pitch.
Sandoval calls time here to reset and regroup, and
0-1 pitch.
He's just pulling the string on that curveball and let her way out in front of it.
And Sandoval pulled his head out too, stepped away from the pitch, pulled his head out. I don't think he really wanted to swing at that one, but he couldn't lay off. 0-2 is the count. Fastball high, misses. 1-2.
Yeah, the catcher called for that one to go high, and he placed it right where he wanted there, Andy. It's just he didn't get him to chase.
1-2 pitch, bases loaded, 2 outs. Curveball, misses high. Brings the count to even, 2-2. Two pitch. Misses barely outside.
Sandoval tried to get time late and was not granted, and now it's a full count. 2 down, everyone's moving, and
everyone's moving. Here we go.
Biggest pitch of the game for sure.
It is.
Tied ball game. Right to second base, and
Potter with the throw to Andres. Ends the inning. Hillclimbers get out of a tough inning again. And the Chieftains leave, bases loaded. And it is the end of the 6th inning, tie ball game 3-3. We will see you at the top of the 7th. We're going to pay honor to our sponsors.
Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Stocked Event Rentals. From weddings to parties and special events, we've got everything you need to turn your vision into reality. Need seating? We've got chairs and tables. Looking for some fun? Try our yard games like tumbling timbers and yard pong. Don't forget about our stunning frame tents. Perfect for any outdoor gathering. Visit StockedEventRentals.com or call 937-441-3610 to book today. Stocked Event Rentals, where your perfect event starts.
Hey neighbor, you may be wondering, what makes a community bank special? At Middlefield Bank, it's our people who care about our neighbors and take pride in sharing banking expertise for every stage of life. Because when you're part of the MB community, your goals are our goals, and we're here to help you reach them. From checking and savings accounts, to mortgages, loans, and lines of credit, to digital banking tools, MB can be your everything bank. Experience the community bank difference with Middlefield Bank. Learn more at middlefieldbank.bank.
Well, here we go, folks. Top of the 7th inning. Still got the senior Luke Levan on the mound for the Chieftains. And starting off the top of the 7th inning for the Hillclimbers is their catcher, Roberts. And it'll be the top of the lineup, Roberts, Lafferty, and Donahoe. Senior delivers the pitch. Strike right down the pipe. 0-1 is the count. Oh, 1 delivery. Ball is high. 1-1. One delivery. And hits Roberts right in the back.
Tough break there for the Chieftains. Hit by pitch on the first batter to, give them the leading run at first here potentially.
And brings up the leadoff hitter, Lafferty, the center fielder for the Hillclimbers, the senior. If you're Levan, you're going to know that he's aggressive. He's going to make you work to get him out. He's been battling the Chieftain pitchers all day today at the plate.
If he gets on base, he has 7 stolen bases on the year as well, so I see him being very aggressive with him.
And Roberts is being aggressive on the base pass. He has a stolen base today already, so the Chieftains need to be respecting him and his speed. Delivery, nice
Great
bunt.
Darren gets it, and then the shortstop, Sandoval, with a great hustle because he was covering second there and had to get all the way to third base, not to give up a bunt sacrifice to get from second to third there. So great hustle there by the shortstop.
And Darren's made a few really good plays at third base today. Playing up like that, he has really solidified that it's hard to get a ball past him. He's had 2 really good hustle plays today for the Chieftains.
Hillclimbers with 1 at second here in scoring position to try to take the lead in the top of the 7th.
And you got the pitcher, Donahoe, up for the Hillclimbers. 1-0 count. Ball misses high, 2-0.
Donahoe has a pretty good average at 368 here. Has 14 hits on the season, so he's a tough out.
Pitch misses low, brings the count to 3-0.
Assuming a red light here, Andy.
I would think so for sure. 3 straight balls, great job, nice pitch inside, hit the inside corner of the plate for Levan. Runner on second and first for the Hillclimbers. Top of the 7th inning, 3-1 is the count. 3-1 pitch. And low, and walks Donahoe. Now the Hillclimbers have runners on first and second base.
And the guy, if you're the Chiefs, you don't want at the plate for sure, which is Grady Lance, hitting .457 on the season.
And we got the Chieftains coming out for a mound visit. Just settle him down. Let him know you've been here before. Settle down. You got 7 guys behind you. Let's play. Throw strikes. But like you said, man, you got Lance up. That's the last person you want up with runners in scoring position.
Absolutely. He's been hitting the leather off the ball all year, so. Kid can really play. He's just a really good athlete here for the Hillclimbers. You know, 10 runs, 16 hits, some doubles, a triple, 8 RBIs, and 6 stolen bases. His on-base percentage of .578. It's pretty solid.
That's very solid. Hadn't poked one out this year, but had a few last year for the Hillclimbers. And it looks like is Bellefontaine making a pitching change. I believe so.
Looks as though they are. What a great outing, though, by Levan. I mean, he really pitched well. And it looks as though they're bringing in the shortstop, Sandoval.
Sandoval, it looks like Overman might be going to shortstop, I believe, for the Chieftains.
Sandoval, this will be his 5th appearance. He's pitched 4 innings before. Has 5 strikeouts. Looks as though he has a nice fastball. Just a good player overall for the Chieftains.
Yeah, really nice fastball. Really good delivery on his pitches. So there's a few changes in the infield for the Chieftains. It looks like Daring's moving to short. Overman is going to second. And Levan will be playing third base for the Chieftains. Top of the 6th inning here at Blue Jacket Field with 1 out. It's been a heck of a ball game so far, back and forth. The Chieftains have left 10 stranded on base. And it's just crazy that it's a tie ball game, leaving that many people on base.
Absolutely,
to be honest.
Andy. You know, the Hillclimbers were up 3-0, and the Chieftains just keep battling and, tied it back up 3-3. And, the Hillclimbers here with 1 on first and 1 out. Third pitcher for the Chiefs today, and, just a really good game.
I mean, just everything, the atmosphere, the weather, everything it's baseball, man. It's baseball season, and I'm so excited for it.
Absolutely.
Good regional game here, back and forth. Looks like Sandoval, to be as young as he is, being a sophomore, has got some pretty good off-speed stuff, too, with a nice little fastball to tailor that.
Yeah, his off-speed stuff looks pretty good. Looks like it has quite a bit of movement, and, looks like a pretty good pitcher here. I know that's not his primary position, but, at shortstop he definitely has range, but a nice little piece to be able to put on the mound for Bellefontaine when needed.
Oh, yeah. And it's like you said at the start of this game, Bellefontaine's so young, man. 2 or 3 years from now, these kids are going to be so good. I mean, you got mainly sophomores, a lot of juniors, mainly sophomores in the starting lineup. So
yeah, and a couple freshmen. I mean, you're starting a catcher and a first baseman as freshmen, and that's big time. You're getting that experience this young is setting the future up bright for Bellefontaine.
That's right. And while Sandoval still, gets warmed up and looks like he's about there, get this top of the 7th inning going, and he'll be facing the region leader in hitting average, Grady Lance for the Hillclimbers. Got a runner on first base. One out.
First and second, Andy.
First and second. Nice fastball, misses low. Counts 1-0. Runners at second and first. The 1-0 pitch.
Roped out. Found a gap to right field. All the way to the fence. Looks like 2 runners are coming in. Big hit for Lance there.
Lance is going for a triple. Drives in 2 runs, gets a triple.
It's a big hit for the Hillclimbers there to take the lead 5-3.
To be his second triple on the season for Grady Lance for the Hillclimbers. Puts them up 5-3.
That was a deep drive to right field there. Just found a spot and got down. And, as fast as Grady Lance is, he gets in there to third. And, the Hillclimbers are cooking here in the top of the 7th.
That was a rip, man. It's going to bring up the senior DH, Hoffman, for the Hillclimbers. Ball misses high. Grady Lance is being aggressive on third base over there. It counts 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Strike.
He's out in front of it there. Good pitch by Sandoval to bounce back.
One and one's the count with 1 out. Ripped foul down third baseline for Hoffman. I'd like to see something low in the dirt here on this 1-2 delivery. 1-2 pitch, struck him out.
Good pitch there by Sandoval. See if he can get out of the inning, only giving up those 2, and be a fantastic finish in the bottom of the 7th.
Brings up number 9, Weimer for the Hillclimbers. Batting .350 on the year.
Yeah, Weimer's playing well, 12 hits.
First pitch is called a strike.
Yeah, 6 RBIs on the season, trying to make it 7 with Lance there at third base.
Second pitch misses high and outside. 1-1's the count with 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Grady Lance on third base for the Hillclimbers. 1-1 pitch. Blew the fastball by him.
1-2 here with 2 down. Sandoval trying to get out of it.
It's a big pitch right here. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Confused him.
Good pitch there. Good placement, and Overton gets him out of the inning, and the Chiefs try to see what they can do in the bottom half of the 7th here.
That's it. I'll tell you one thing they can't do. They can't leave any runners on. That's it. It'll be ball game. Going into the bottom of the 6th, your guest, Urbana Hillclimbers 5. Your home team, Bellefontaine Chieftains 3.
Yeah, the Chieftains bats definitely need to come alive here with the last half of an inning. Only 2 hits on the game, and plenty of opportunities to really blow this game open. And the Hillclimbers with great timely pitching and great defense, and has only held them to 3 points so far, or 3 runs. So Donahoe's back out here, and his off speed looked really, really good, Andy, at last half an inning.
Yeah, it looked so good that it made his fastball look faster than what it was, and he got a lot of guys off that high fastball. See if he can close it out for the Hillclimbers.
Absolutely. Good game both ways. Only 3 total errors, all of them by the Chiefs. But we're here, and only a two-run game, and well contested game for sure.
Oh yeah, man. Let's see if the senior boy can do anything to get it going for the Chieftains. You've got Boy, the freshman Cadell, and Banta, the freshman, up for the Chieftains. 4, 5, and 6 hitters. So that's the meat and potatoes of your order right there. So let's see if they can get the bats going and bring it home for the Chieftains in the bottom of the 7th.
Let's see if they can put a little pressure on them for sure.
The junior Donahoe looking to start it off. Pitch is delivered. Breaking ball misses outside and high for ball 1.
Yeah, Boy has had a really good season so far this year.
Misses low and outside, brings the count to 2-0. Delivery. Right down the pipe. 2-1.
Yeah, good pitch there by Donahoe to battle back. Foul ball. Evens it up at 2-2 here, Andy, and the 4th hitter for the Chiefs trying to get on, and then have the tying run potentially at the plate if he can get on base here.
I said he's got to be aggressive and smart at the plate. 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball misses low in the dirt. It's not a bad pitch to get him to chase.
Absolutely. Donahoe definitely has confidence in that off speed, and I mean, he's someone that could throw off speed here even though it's a full count. I would not be surprised. Good way to battle there by Boy.
Threw the fastball at him after throwing 2 breaking balls in a row. Three-two pitch. Stays alive.
Great battle here.
Looked
right
at
down
strike
the
through
middle.
right down the middle.
Great pitch, great placement by Donahoe.
Got him looking. Froze him up with that fastball right down the pipe.
Now the 5th hitter, Cadell's up.
1 out in the bottom of the 7th. See if the freshman can get it going for the Chieftains. One-0 delivery. Pops it foul, out of play. Bring the count to even, 1-1. Breaking ball misses low.
Good hold there.
Nasty breaking ball by the junior Donahoe. Fastball misses inside. 3-1.
Good way to battle here by the freshman. He gets the count in his favor and see if he can drive one here.
3-1 pitch. Fastball out inside.
Now to the first baseman, that's a freshman as well, Banta. With the tying run at the plate.
Freshman Cadell gets on base for the third time today. And we have a pinch runner coming in for the Chieftains. Number 9, Foreman. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out.
The Chieftains once again have a chance with a runner on.
See if the freshman first baseman, Banta, can get it going.
Good stop to first. Won't be able to get the double play, but very, very good play there by the first baseman.
Great play to get the force play. Get the lead runner going to second for the junior Andreas at first. Who was the starting pitcher?
I was getting ready to say that, Andy. Played well on the mound and played even better there at first base.
That's right. Overman up to bat for the Chieftains. He's got a good stick on him. He's done very well this year.
Great breaking ball there just to lead off with.
That was sick, man. That was so nasty. His breaking stuff, off-speed stuff is just sick. 0-1 delivery.
You don't have to throw extremely fast when everyone worries about that breaking stuff. That's for sure. It keeps him off balance, and he's done a great job coming in relief for this last inning and a third.
Ball misses low and outside in the dirt, brings up 1-1. The freshman Banta is at first for the Chieftains. One pitch. Fastball.
Big rip down right field. It's getting down all the way to the fence.
You got Banta. He's running third. He's coming home. He's going to stand up, score.
Big triple there.
Huge triple right there. Beautiful job by Overman to get it going.
That's a big hit there for the Chiefs. They haven't had many timely hits today, but that was definitely one of them.
Yeah, they needed that. That was like clockwork right there. Puts another run on the board for the Chieftains, brings the total score to the Hillclimbers 5, the Chieftains 4.
The game-tying run is at third base here, and game-winning run potentially is at the plate. So,
and you got Huffman hitting 400 on the year.
I can tell you, Donahoe leads off with that curveball to every hitter, and if we get another batter up here, I would definitely hold back and try to look for the curveball on the first pitch.
0-1 pitch. Another off-speed breaking ball.
This is really where he keeps them off balance, and then he gets that fastball inside, and they miss it usually. So
you got to swing away. It's 0-2. I look for a fastball low and outside or high. High fastball. Hoffman lays off. Good eye by Hoffman. Brings the count to 1-2.
And, Andy, this is where having Donahoe on the mound, it's so tough. The fastball, if you're not looking for it and he'll trick you with the changeup or the curveball.
Circle change, pops it up, out of play for Hoffman.
You know, having the same count, it makes it tough to be the batter when the pitcher has such a good changeup and a good curveball.
Well, you don't know.
Sure.
He just threw that circle change. He just threw the fastball before that. Now what is he going to throw? Is he going to throw the fastball high, low? Is he going to throw that breaking ball? Yeah, it's a chess game. Fastball struck him out to end the game.
Great pitch there by Donahoe. Great game overall by the Chieftains and the Hilltoppers. You know, definitely a great game to watch and commentate, and you know, couldn't ask for a better game. 5-4 on a beautiful evening today at Blue Jacket Park, Andy.
And that's it, man. I mean, when you have the battle of 68, you got Urbana Hillclimbers playing the Chieftains. It's always a tough game. It's always back and forth, and that's what it was. But the Chieftains left 11 on base.
Yeah.
And you cannot do that and win a regional baseball game. You can't win a baseball game, period, leaving 11 on.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. You know, the Chiefs pitchers did well. The fielding, you know, held up as well as Urbana, and you know, just a one-run game there, and you know, just couldn't get through with a few hits there when it really mattered. But you know, a great game pitching by Urbana overall for sure, and fielding. Wonderful game here at Blue Jacket Park.
That's it. Well, you know, it breaks Urbana's 500 record regionally. They go 3-2 on the region this year so far, and great game. Bellefontaine has a great team, great defense, like you just mentioned. Very young team. Both teams have very young teams, but Bellefontaine has one of the youngest teams in the region for sure.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to see them develop and see them in the next couple of years for sure. And always love calling the game with you, Jeremy.
Absolutely.
Love calling it for Horvath. Everybody that listened, thank you so much for the support. These guys deserve the support. It's all about high school sports. They are our future, and so is Horvath in the production industry. Bottom line, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you at the next one.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks.